So in the previous sessions, do you guys
Okay.
having any discussion needed, any doubts? Okay. So if you see here in this particular example, what we are having, this HTML and JavaScript example. Okay. So here we have two input elements. One is the type of text and another one is button. Anyway, button we are not going to use other than click event most probably, but sometimes button also we can dynamically change some values based on the events. We'll see later. Generally buttons are used for clicking only, right? So we were handling the click event for the button only, and we have a text box here with the id 1 and whatever the user typed on that. Okay, we are getting that value, right? So to the JavaScript, and how we are bringing that value, you need to understand clearly. Before bringing the value what user typed, you need to get the entire input text into the JavaScript. Okay, input text tag, entire element, this entire HTML element you are getting into the JavaScript by using this method. What is the method we are using for that? Document dot get element by id. That means using the id value, I am getting entire element. I'm not getting only value. Value is one of the only parts of that element. We are having so many things in that element. So we are, whatever we need from that element, we can read it or we can write it back also. And yesterday example have seen that you are writing also back to the value, right? So whatever you write to the value, it will go to that. Whatever you're reading, it will come from that, right? Both will happen with the attributes only. So your examples are actually proven that if you assign something to the value, it is going back to the text box, right? Both the things are possible. Understand? So that means what exactly this element? Element is the entire HTML element. So this document.get element by ID is not only giving you the value of the input. It is not giving the value of input actually. It is giving entire HTML element. So inside the HTML element, there are so many things will be there. Okay. So one of the thing is what? Value. One of the things are value. Okay. And how the values and how the properties of that object will be used, needs to understand here. Little bit understanding is needed. Okay. So for that we need a little bit understand. Okay, something called object oriented. What is that? Object
Object
oriented
oriented.
language. JavaScript is one of the object oriented languages. Okay, there are so many object oriented languages are there in the world. JavaScript also one of them. Okay, so what is object actually, and why we call that JavaScript is object oriented language? We need to understand that, because if you understand clearly this, you will have full idea about object oriented languages, and you can efficiently use the language. Okay, so object oriented language means all the language, whatever the programming you write in that, right? Everything will be deals with the objects only. So if you are writing a program based on the objects, then your language will be object oriented. You just let it be like that. Take the
Okay.
definition like that. Now we'll understand what is an object first. Okay, so in order to understand that, you need to understand what is object. Okay, so object is nothing but what? Object is nothing but real time objects. Okay, what is a real time object? Real time object means any physical thing. Like if I say a cell phone, it's an object, right? If I have a pen, that is an object, correct?
That's right.
So everything and anything, whatever you see physically, we can call it as object, correct? In English, right? So like the
That's right.
same thing will apply here also. We need to understand that clearly. Okay, so I'm going to tell you that. Okay, so object means anything you see, correct? For example, I have seen some pen over there, or pencil. What I've seen here, I've seen one pencil, and
Then
a little bit I need to understand how I can call it as a pencil. Okay, so a pencil is an object that we know already. Already we know this is not a new thing, which is not a racket center. I already told you. Programming is not rocket science. Everything is just, we are just putting step by step things. It's kind of a language. That's it. Whatever manually we do, same thing we'll do here with a programming way. That's it. Right. So now, what is an object? If you clearly observe, object is actually, we need to understand there will be, in object there will be two parts. I'm telling about, not about the Java or JavaScript. I'm talking about the real-time objects. Okay, let us understand that first. Don't go always with the technical thing and only JavaScript is having object or Java is having object. If you think like that, you won't understand anything. First, let us understand what is an object.
Okay.
Okay. So object is something like what? Real-time entity. Real-time entity in the sense what? Which is available in the real time. Like whatever, I'm having a pencil, I'm having a laptop, I'm having a tumbler, I will have so many things, right? Everything we can say object, right? So whatever you say in your mind is an object, will have this kind of two parts. What are the two parts? Physical property. What is that? Physical property is the
Physical
first
property.
part. First part, physical property. You are able to understand, na? So first part is what? Physical property. Object will have what? Physical property. Physical property means what? Where we can see. If I'm saying it's a pen, okay. If I'm saying it's a pen, pen will have a physical property like a cap, refill, and ink, and so many things, which is physical properties, right? And second thing is functional property. Functional property means what? Which we can't see, but by using the pen you can write. By using the pen you can write on the blackboard, you can write on the whiteboard, you can write on the whatever the paper, or you might write on somewhere else. Writing is a functional property of that pen, correct? So both the things is making object. It is not only physical property, only cap, pen, pencil, everything is there, but it is not able to write. That then that is not a pen. It might be something else. So based on these two things, based on these two properties only, any object can be identified. What we can say? Based on these two properties, physical property and functional property, only we can identify an object in the world. In the world. So based on this property only, object will make uniqueness in the world. How I say it's a mobile, how I say it's a pen, based on the physical and functional. Both the properties are making uniqueness, correct? So using a mobile, I cannot write, but using a pen, I cannot call a person, right? Both are having their own functionality properties as well as their own physical properties. So combination of these two things only become one object actually. You are able to understand or not?
Object.
You are getting it or not? So that is the object actually. Object means what? It's a combination of two parts. It's not technical thing. Object is not technical thing. Object oriented programming also make it natural way of programming. They are not making you technical and making you miserable. Okay, everybody wanted to make you easy and make understand the technology even natural way. Okay, that is the perspective always we should understand. You don't think like the moment you say programming, hey, it's a very big thing, only scientists can do. No, that time is gone. Now anybody and everybody can do programming because they're making towards the nature and developing the technology. Why they are developing artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is natural thing. Artificial intelligence, that means intelligence is natural thing. All human being is having it, right? So they want a machine wanted to do like that. So they're our technology is progressing towards the nature. That's it. They are not making measurable and it's not going up like opposite to the nature. So always what is happening, technology is understandable, not like technology is very measurable where we can't even understand. Okay, that's how the programming you should understand or whatever the technology. Okay, so now you understand what is project object, right? Object will have what? Physical property and functional property. Maybe functional property you can't see, you can't touch, but you can understand that. But the moment I say pen, you will easily understand that pen can be used for writing, as well as you will understood that pen will have a refill and all the other things. Did you understand that? Not together only you always think. The moment object means you are always thinking together. You should not isolate. Both are different properties generally. by nature, physical property is entirely different, functional is entirely different. You can't even mix them. But whenever you think about object, always you mix and think. You always mix them and think. That is called entity. Entity means what? So many things we are making and uh, treating as single. Generally, that is not uh, same thing, but you are treated as same thing. There are so many physical properties, liquid properties are different kinds of properties in physical property also. There are so many functional things also will be there, which you can't even see. That you can't see that functional property. Any object, there are functionally very good, but you can't see that function, right? But you can logically understand that this is doing this function like that. So even though both are entirely different thing, the moment the object means, we always treat it as both are same. We are mixing and thinking. Our mind automatically do that. You say anything, it's a checkbook. You will always, the moment I say checkbook, you will understand what are the physical properties and what are the functional thing. Automatically your mind will get that, because your mind is that much sharp. Human being minds are very much sharp and very fast, right? That's all. So the same thing they wanted to imitate in the programming language. In the programming language, they wanted to imitate the same kind of object oriented things. Understand? So people will say object oriented means inheritance, polymorphism. That is nothing. Actually, you can't learn like that. Object oriented, you should not learn like that. If you learn also, you can't apply, you can't explore. That is not useful. You understand? Are you getting it
Yes,
or
sir.
not? So you have to understand always, object oriented means it's a naturally observed theory which each and every objects are already doing it. For example, I'm going to tell you in this case, I'm not going to go deep in this case what is object oriented, but we need some certain knowledge here. Okay. Okay, we'll take an example. Generally in programming, object oriented means they say inheritance. What is that?
Inheritance.
Polymorphism. Correct. Abstraction, encapsulation. These are the terminology while explaining object oriented people will use. Okay, the moment I asked Charan what is inheritance, he said that one, this one, and programmatical. You should not explain object oriented in programmatical way. If you are trying to explain this in your programmatical way, that means you won't understand that. You did not understood it. That's what I can understand. The moment what is inheritance, if I ask you, you are actually taking one Java or JavaScript program and explaining means you don't know anything about object oriented. You understand? So always you should understand all these are naturally available things. They terminate that they put some terminology over there to explain the natural things only, not the programming things. The natural things only they wanted to explain object oriented on object things in a natural thing, how it is and what to do and all these things. Okay. These are all the natural things. Don't mess up with the programming and explain. If you are messed with the programming language, you take example superclass and put a subclass and properties will coming. All these things, if you say means you don't know anything about inheritance. That's what I can understand. I will reject it. You are getting. So that is not inheritance. Inheritance is imitated in the programming language. Okay, they wanted to achieve that same thing in the programming language, so that they created one way of implementing it. So they shown it, but that is not inheritance generally. What is inheritance? Inheritance is object thing. Object is physical entity. You say what is object? Object is a real-time entity. What is real-time entity? Don't know. In Java, is there any real-time entity? Can you able to get any object out from Java or JavaScript? Then how you say it's a real-time entity? So that is means real-time entity means, please understand, it's a physical thing. They are explaining about object-oriented, the physically how it is. Since if you understand physically how it is, then you will understand programmatically. If you are not understood physically, how you will think that you know Java, JavaScript, all? That's how it is. You say Java, you know, but you will be like this. That's where you can't even program, you can't even think. If I ask inheritance, you will say this many examples and answers, but that won't be going to useful. Okay, let us understand what is inheritance, what is polymorphism. Okay, so what is inheritance? Inheritance means if something is already developed or something is already manufactured. Okay, for example, I have already one pen manufactured. You are getting na? So
Yes,
pen
sir.
will have their own behaviors and everything.
Yes, sir. No.
You take this is a pen. Okay, I wanted to make it better. So what I'm taking, I'm taking this pen, I'm adding one. There was normal ink was there. I changed it to liquid fluid ink, where it cannot be burned or it cannot be water, like it's a waterproof, burn proof, like that. I made it like that. Then what I did actually, I inherited. That's it. I did not create it from the scratch. So already one pen is there. I taken that pen, all the properties as it is. I'm taken. I added some more properties to that. Functional properties maybe, or physical properties. Both I can add, right? I'll made a different pen now because of the functional and physical property added. I have the output, the final output object is a different pen only, but it's a different pen with new capabilities. Will the world capabilities gone? No. If the world capabilities or actual basic capabilities
No.
are gone, then it is not a pen at all, right? Inheritance means what? There will be already some properties are there in superclass, or your father is having some property. He automatically get that property to you. You earn some property yourself. That is also with you. That is what is called inheritance. So you
Okay.
some properties you always you will get it. That means existing thing you used it. You don't want to do it again from the scratch. If you did something on top of it, it will be there with you only. It won't go back to the superclass or your ancestors or your parents, like that. So inheritance means that is what is explained. Inheritance means there will be something existing already. You don't have to develop it again. You add something to that, so that it will become a new
Adding.
object with the added features. That is what is inheritance. Is that is a programming thing? Tell me. That is not programming actually. This is already there. We are actually developed things like that. Previously, what is the computer? Now, what is the computer? How it is happened? With the inheritance only, na? Did you remove anything
Yes,
which is
sir.
there? You, in the ancient, like first generation computer also will have input device, output device. Did you have it
Yes.
or not now? You may
Yes,
have
sir.
better
Have
thing,
it.
but input is there or not? Like that.
Yeah.
So physical objects development and manufacturing things only explained in the object oriented, nothing else. What is polymorphism? Let us understand. So I'm always telling you, whenever I'm telling you technology, I won't tell you any terminologies, and don't because until unless you understand and explore yourself, you won't get the technology only. Okay, people will think that if I put a very big dictionary words, you will be very great. That is not at all like that. Okay, if I can able to tell you people something like a layman people understandable, that is the greatness of communication. Communication means what? If the people who is listening has to understand, not the like I'm putting dictionary words and the listener won't understand anything. Will you mean that is a communication skills? No, communication skills means
No.
audience has to understand what you are telling, not like I'm putting all big words so that you won't even understand. So that is how I will always teach. Okay, please understand that. Don't think like I don't know anything. I am telling you clearly how actually you should understand. Okay, polymorphism means what? Polymorphism, what actually the definition, what it should say. We'll come back again all these things, don't worry. I'm just telling you what is the object and how we need to understand the object oriented things. Okay, so polymorphism means one particular object behaves differently in different situations. What is that?
Particular
one
object
one particular
differently
object will
behaves.
behave differently. That means multiple
Differently.
behaviors will be there to the object. Okay, multiple behavior. We say you did you see that Aparichitrudu movie? Multiple
Yes, sir.
behavioral people will be there. Actually, one
Yes, sir.
people will have same one behavior, right? But
Yes.
multiple personality will be there, right? Like that, one
Yes,
object will have generally one set of functional properties and one set of physical properties, so that it will do one work. That we know. That will do only one work because it's have a one set of functional properties another set of physical properties. Together it will do one particular work. For example, I have a pen. Pen will do only what? Writing. Pen will have a cap, ink, all these things, physical properties, and I can write in a paper or a blackboard, whatever. Okay. Now I'm keeping my pen. So whenever I go on night, somebody attacked me, I will use the pen for killing him. Can I use that? Can I use it or not as a weapon? How it
Use
become?
it, sir.
This is an object only, but situation changed so that I used it as a weapon. Understand? So that is called polymorphism. Polymorphism means situationally the same object will become entirely different. Understand? Situationally you will, for example, I am in the office, I will be different. If I am in the home, I will
What
be different.
example?
How I am
Example,
changing
what are
myself. Correct. Okay, whatever the example you take, man. So that is what is polymorphism. Okay, polymorphism is what? It's again it is applied to the object oriented, because the object will do like that. Object will have that capability where it will change their functional properties and physical properties situationally. They can change it. You are getting? They will automatically change and behaves differently.
Yes,
Correct,
sir.
like that. So
Okay.
what is that is how polymorphism you should understand. Okay, what about abstraction? Tell me what is abstraction. Anybody, if you know, tell me what is abstraction. Are you listening or not? Yeah.
Yes, sir, we are listening.
Hiding details, like
Okay, so
securing some amount of
I will tell you.
hiding.
See that abstraction means hiding unnecessary things. What is that? Hiding unnecessary things. Hiding in
Hiding
the
in
sense what? What is hiding means? Hiding means not removing the properties. Properties will be there and should be there. For example, you take a motor car. Car will have very nice things outside, but if there is no engine, will that go? Where is engine then? It's
inside.
hided inside. Why hided? It is not necessary for the user to show. User don't want that to show. User wanted steering and other things out. It should not be shown very engine and other dirty things out. But it is not there. It won't work. That means what? That is what is abstraction. Abstraction means hiding unnecessary things from the user. You take any physical property, that will be there. That behavior should be there. Correct? Any
Okay.
physical property you take,
Sure.
like you take a, tell me, who is that? Any questions here?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
So if you take a pen, ink, so many things will be there, which is inside. Why it is inside? It's not necessary for the user. User is needed only cushion outside, which is comfortable to you take it grip and all, and you can write it. That's it. Only the ball pointer, only the refill. What is that? Needle only will come out. That is enough. Understand? So internally there are so many ink, so many other things will be there. We don't want to show to the user. So any of the physical property or object will have this behavior or not. That is one of the behaviors of the object only. So abstraction is not talking about Java and JavaScript. People will explain you, how, I will not even understand how these people are understanding object oriented. Okay, that is where they can't explore themselves. Problem. We should not think like that. Always object oriented means it's a natural thing, and you should understand how you are just explaining what is already there. That's it. You are not taking or inventing anything here. It's already there. How they did it and what is they are doing. The only thing they put it in a terminology way and explain. It's a theory. That's it, which is explain the existing thing. Okay. What is encapsulation? Encapsulation is something like what I already explained. There will be two different properties, functional property and physical property. We are making together and making as an object, thinking as an object, treating together and thinking as an object. That is called encapsulation. Encapsulation means making two different things together. And for example, so people will say capsule means there will be capsule and tablet, two different things will be there in medical, right? What is capsule and what is tablet? Tablet is a direct thing where medicine you can see, but capsule means you can't see the medicine. Why? There will be multiple medicines together. They are giving in a box and give it to you. You just taking it. So capsule means what? It is making 2 different or 3 different multiple medicines together, and at a time they are given to you to take it. That is what is capsule. That's what it is called encapsulation. Encapsulation means multiple things they're making together, and they're telling a functional property is entirely different thing, physical property is entirely different, but together you are thinking, treating as one, making as an object. That is called encapsulation. See here how simply they are explaining. Correct. So that is how we have to understand object oriented. Okay, understand, right? Let it be. This is one side. Now let me get into the actual one. What today we need to discuss. Hey, did you guys understanding or not? Simply acting.
No, sir.
Understood.
Understood, sir.
Understood.
Very important, yeah, all these things. Okay, now we were talk about object, right? So object will have 2 things. That is the very important thing for us to understand. I'll just represent object is a round vowel. Okay, I'll make 2 parts. Okay, and this object will have what? Physical property. What is that?
Physical property.
We can call it
Physical
as
property.
property. We can call it as what? Property or properties. Properties. Physical properties always we call it as what? Properties. Okay, object will have 2 parts. One is properties, physical properties. Okay. Second thing is behavior. What is that? Functional property I told you, na? That is called what? Behaviors. Behaviors. Okay. So 2 different things will be there. 2 different parts will be there. And these both will be available and using object only. If I use this object, I will get both. Like I will get properties as well as behaviors. If I don't have object, I won't get anything. If I have an object, then I will get property and behavior. That means I can use the properties of the object or else behaviorals of the object. Correct? You are getting it or not? So once I got an object,
Yes, sir.
once I have an object, I will have properties and behavior both with me. I can use either property or behavior or both. I have everything with me, right? So that is was an object. So what is, now we slowly will understand in the, programming way, what is the property we'll call it as. Property is something like in programmatical way is variables inside object or memory part. You're getting? This is what? Variables. Property means in the programming way how they imitated. They're imitating it here and making the language object oriented. Now, how they imitated, the properties are called here variables inside that object. Whatever the variable, whatever the data part, we can say. Data part of that object, right? And second thing is behavior, right? Behaviors are something like functions. What is that? Functions will have program, correct? That is called behaviors. That's it. So one object will have both the things. The moment you got an object, you will have properties and behaviors. That means you will have a memory part, variables as well as functions. That's it. Did you think about it? You are getting it or not here? So the moment you have an object, what all things you will have? Tell me. You have an object now. What all things with you now?
Property and property behavior.
What are the properties? What are the properties?
Variable.
What will we call it as behaviors? Functions. Multiple functions will be there, not functions. There will be multiple hundreds of functions can be written. If that object will have all the function, everything will come.
Yes, sir.
For example, you have a computer. You will do only one work with the computer. Computer is an object. You will have only one work. You have multiple behaviors. There will be hundreds of behaviors. Pen means it's a small thing. You will only write.
Yes.
But if you take very big things like calculator or something else, remote control or something, will have multiple behaviors. Correct. Each and every behavior is one function here. Like that, one object can hold multiple properties and behaviors based on that object. Why the object is manufactured? Based on that, properties and behaviors will be changed, right? If it is a very big object, can be there. Very small object also there, no problem. But anyway, properties and behaviors will be there. What is the properties? Properties are something like data part of it. Behaviors means functions of it. That's it. So functions can call, right? Because if functions are available means I can call. So that whatever the functionality is written, that will be executed. Properties means what? I can read it or write it. Values, na, that they are variables. Variables means what you will do? You will read it, or you read means you will print it or do something. You write back to that. Both you can do. If you have a variables, you do that. If you have a functions, you call it so that that particular function will execute the statements whatever written inside. Correct. That is what is out. Nothing else. So the moment you got an object, along with that object, what and all you will get? You will get properties of that object and behavioral part of that object. That means both you can do. Understood? Now you come back to the JavaScript.
Yes.
And element is a JavaScript object. What is that?
Element is a JavaScript object.
JavaScript
So whatever the element you got with the document.getElement by ID is got JavaScript object. That means it's an object. What and all things will be there in the object? Tell me. In that object, what and all
property
things
and
can be
behavior.
there? You will have properties of that object and behaviors of that.
And
Both will be available
behaviors
there.
of that. Yes, sir.
Everything will be available for you now. So what is
Yes,
this
yes.
value and ID now? They are just properties.
Property.
Value is a property of that object. ID
Yes.
is a property that property
Property.
means it's just a variable, and since it's a variable, you can read it or else you can write back it. You're getting it or not here?
Yes, sir.
Getting. Yes, I get.
Understood or not now?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
That's how you should understand. You wanted to see that. For example, I wanted to see what and all properties and behaviors available. All you need to do is you print this. See, console.log element, I'm printing it, right? I'll print it here.
Yes, sir.
Console.log of A. Already I'm doing it, right? A. A is my element here. Oh, A is not element. I'll put element only. A is only value, correct?
Yes, sir.
So I'll put element
sir.
directly.
Element. Direct.
You are getting it or not here now? So this one is now this tag.
Yes, sir.
This HTML tag is become JavaScript object now. Since I'm calling with getElement by ID means what
Element by
exactly it
ID.
is doing is reading the tag and making it to JavaScript object and given to you. That means HTML is becoming JavaScript here. Since JavaScript is object oriented, it is giving you object way. Based on the technology only, it will changes, converts. So now you got a object of that same tag. You got what? Object of the same
Object
tag,
of the same
HTML
tag.
tag. Now, since it is an object, I can read it like all the properties and behaviors, whatever is available. So how I'm reading? I'm just print it here in the console.log and I'll run that. Okay. You are understanding or not?
Understanding.
Yes, sir.
Guys, ask questions here. Where is that? Okay, let me open it. Okay, so okay, this is what it is. I'm clicking on that. The moment I click, what is coming there? Something I'm printing now in the console.log. We'll see now.
Yes, sir.
So I'm printing the entire element, right?
Yes, sir. Console.
I'm going to the console, correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you see that the entire element came here? Did you able
Yes,
to see
sir.
that? But I did not see like an object here. I just got like a tag only. I wanted to see as an object, correct? So for that, what I can do is there will be one more thing is console dot dir.
Console.log.
Console dot dir.
Yeah.
చరణ్ కొంచెం గమ్మునుండ్రా నేను చెప్పేటప్పుడు. Okay, so I'm running it and you'll see now. I'm clicking on that. Did you see that something here? This is console.log normal tag. Now if you see here, it is not a normal tag. You open it and you can see what and all things are there. Did you see that? How many things are there? You're able to see that?
Yes, sir.
and you are used one thing which is value among them. There are so many properties and behaviors. Among them, you just used what? Value
Value.
of it. What you have been used? Only value
Value.
used.
Value.
How many things are there? See. Did you understand now what is an object? So if I type something and I'm click me, I did. Now one more thing has been came na. In the value, you see what is there now. Are you getting? Did you see that? What is value?
Yes, sir.
Whatever I've typed is the value of it.
And is the value.
Getting? So that is what is object. So object is not a small thing. There will be so many properties. So many properties. Because since this object is not created by you, JavaScript itself created and given to you. So all you need to do is you should see and observe how many properties and behaviors are available for this particular object and use it efficiently. That's it, all you need to do. If properties are there, you can call them like, if properties are there, you can use them like a variable. If behaviors are there, you can call them. That's it. Because behaviors are functions, properties are variables. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So this is how you can read it and see what and all. There are so many things will be there. Okay, one by one we'll learning. ID also one of the part of this one. You can see that ID will be there. If this here it is not there, it won't be available. If that is not available in the object, then that will throw you undefined. For example, I'll put something like anything you wanted to read, something like you wanted to read any property from an object. All you need to do is put a dot operator.